Welcome everybody to Vapes. I'm here with a little Q&A session, just for any questions and answers I can give. Any beginners or just anyone in general, anything about vaping, I'm here to talk, chat about. We can, anything. I'll answer anybody's questions, personal questions, stuff like that. This is really a way for you to get to know me. You know what I mean? As a live stream instead of just posting videos. Granted, my last few videos, I've been messing with my camera. As you can see, if I move this camera around, let me adjust it some. I got it locked in place. I think I have it locked in place. Yeah. If you look around, I got umbrella lighting here. We got a bunch of umbrella lighting, soundproof more of my walls. I got I got 3 umbrella lights. One of them is right here. You can't see. I can't turn the camera on it, but it's got. It was an expensive umbrella. It has sterling silver. It's silver isn't that expensive. Sterling silver thread. Sterling silver is only like $20 an ounce. I couldn't imagine it being even close to a couple grams of this thread. But it's like an all black umbrella. And then you shine it, instead of facing the light through the umbrella, you face the light towards the umbrella. And it kind of gives you this little, like a different kind of lighting. So I noticed that in my previous videos, the zooming problem I was having wasn't from, I originally had a Sony A7R3, which I just call it Sony A7R because the little Roman numeral 3, I don't think you're supposed to say that. But it was well over $2,000 camera, and then long story short, ended up getting messed up. I can say it on here, screw it. My kids messed it up, so I sent them for warranty. It's been now a month and some odd since I told you last. They sent me a letter day before yesterday talking about this and this. They're trying to do anything they can to avoid the warranty, but I did pay $500 for the warranty, the 4-year warranty or whatever. I can't remember how many year warranty it was, but there was no water damage or anything like that. So, it doesn't matter. If I bought the warranty, you should cover it. So the place I bought it from gave me a Logitech Bria, I think it was, the best Logitech out there, and it was good. So then I got the next step up. I went back and had no issues, but it wasn't the camera, it was the lighting. So I ended up getting a different camera. It's like a $400 camera. They gave it to me just to keep because I spent so much money there. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on computer equipment there. So not only did I buy this Zydex X10 computer, customized for them and let them buy it and stuff like that, the computer alone was like $5,000 or $10,000 or something like that. Just the PC alone. Plus all my VG248 QE monitors. I have tons of them. I have 3 of them hooked up, but I got 4 of them in total. So I don't know what this stuff is. I don't play. This is a game. This is where my son plays as a game. So I also do stuff on there. But long story short, I don't know what this thing is doing. It's driving me crazy. But yeah, like I said, I'm here to just answer any questions that anybody might have, or just talk it up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad to hear. I like to hear stories and just meet new people and stuff like that. This is a better way to get to know my subscribers. You know what I mean? I know most of my subscribers that have already been subscribed to me, and I still got to take care of them as well in terms of when it comes to PlayStation and stuff like that. 'Cause I used to be a professional gamer for Call of Duty, so I opened up a vape shop, and I'm in the process of starting an internet store and all that stuff. So I really don't have a whole lot of time to stream and do that stuff, but I will make myself available at night. At night, the gaming wolf. Hey, what the best affordable vape to start with? Let me tell you real quick. I just made a video on it. All right, this right here, for a beginner vape. All right, if you want, please do not go to a tobacco outlet or any kind of tobacco shop. Anything that has tobacco in it and at the same time has vaporizers. They're most like you're gonna walk into a tobacco shop, you're gonna see a bunch of overpriced smoke or smock products, and they're gonna be $129 for a $40 mod. This mod right here, look how small it is. Fits in my hand like this. It's called the Aegis Solo. I'm actually doing a giveaway on a couple of these. If you watched the Aegis Solo video I posted before. So the thing is, it took me a lot of time because, like, if I take these Falcon tanks, I got, like, if you see right here, I got tons of them. Like, here's a couple of them right here. They're known. Oh, I'm sorry, I dropped the coil. Give me one moment. I'm sorry. I got these stupid shades on. It's just because these lights kill my eyes. Literally just dropped. Oh, well, I'll set it right there. Give me 1 second. I apologize. See these Falcon tanks? They are known on the market as the king of flavor and mesh. Like these, they're like 30, 40 bucks, something like that. But after trying at the shop, and it took me about 30 to 40 tanks to figure out, like, this Aegis Solo mod. It's shockproof, dustproof, waterproof. You can do whatever you want with it. And also, with this Nunchuck U-Well tank, you put this cap on it, close the airflow right here, and it's literally here. I'll show you a 40-watt vape on this, and you're gonna go crazy. I mean, clouds for days. Flavors intense. Now it's the Aegis Solo. If you want to look at it closer, it's by Geek Vape. Here you can see it right there. Let me see, Geek Vape, and it'll say Aegis right here. Has a little red rubber plug for USB firmware upgrades. Now the Nunchuck U-Well, I purposely matched it up with this at 0.2 ohms at 40 watts. You're putting out as much flavor. And if you're just starting out, you'll get into that mouth to lung or direct lung hit. But believe it or not, I've got more people to switch over from smoking. That's why I don't have a whole stockpile behind my shelf here full of mods that I'm never going to use. Those are mods I feel like could be in someone's hands and for someone to quit smoking. So I don't stock up on them. So if you watch my Aegis Solo video, you can watch that, and at the end of it, it tells you to pick out what colors you like and leave it in the comment section below. So just for a shot, the chance to win one of these, I'm going to include, they just sent me some more. I just got another box, but it'll include a pack of the UN2 Mesh H coils, the 2M coils, the Nunchuck tank, and the Aegis Solo box mod. And I'm going to include that. But you'll pay about 35 to 40 bucks for just the mod itself, and about 20 to 30 bucks for the tank, but you have to buy an external battery. And they make a mini, but it's a LiPo battery. And over time, just like the Sony BTC5As I got in here, they're going to go bad. So that's just money in the trash once the battery, it's like 2,300 or 2,400 mAh, which is milliamp hours. So it's a little bit, tiny bit smaller than this, but the whole point of it, it's uncomfortably small. Like my pinky goes over it like this. This one fits in my hand. I got big hands, but like if you want to vape like discreetly, this is perfect for you. Except that huge plume of cloud you're gonna blow out. You know what I mean? But you can just take a quick little rip off of it. You know what I mean? Get your vape going. But like I said, the Nunchuck by U-Well. I can't really. It's focusing, but. And it, like it says, large pocket size, large capacity. And you can choose, if this is the black one, all blacked out version. But it's also got a cool design built into it, kind of like the Mesh Cobra tank from Smoke. But it doesn't affect, it holds exactly 5 mLs of juice, takes an 18650, which I'd recommend the Sony VTC5As over these 30Q batteries. But I will be including a Sony VTC5A and everything. But the one thing you have to worry about is having an external charger, because you do not want to charge your battery in your mod. So eFest, Luck, it's a Luck 2. They're $19.99 at any local vape shop, and it does take up to 21700s. I mean, it shows you the voltage. It'll go up to 4.2 volts. It'll trickle charge. It's got a switch on it to go from 0.5 amps to 1 amp. The lower the amps you charge it at, the longer your battery is going to last. Yeah, it might take longer to charge it, but I suggest this as a beginner vape. I use this every day, all day long, and I'm not a beginner at all. I've been vaping since Blue e-cigs first came out. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, this is, you can go down to 20 watts, and it comes, the Nunchaku tank comes with a 0.4 ohm coil and also a 0.25 coil, but it's just a regular round wire Clapton coil. But that's good for the mouth to the lung. It's kind of like this deal right here, like I don't know people that smoke cigarettes like that, but you go like put it in your mouth first and then inhale it. But that kind of like, you're gonna get turned away from that because of the throat burn you're gonna get. So I'd go for more of a direct lung route. But like I said, the Asia Solo right here, you can get in all different colors: iridescent, orange. I think there's American flag version. I posted all the pictures of all the different colors, but also the UL tanks come in pretty much all the matchy colors. Like if you get the iridescent color, you can get the iridescent tank. It doesn't come with a bubble glass, but you don't need it because it holds 5 mLs. It's meant to be small, meant to be a smaller tank. But I take this out all day. And with the Sony BTC5A, you can look at the battery right there. I've been using it all day. Let me take these glasses off and get it zoomed in. It shouldn't flash like this. The screen won't flash like this on you. Sorry about that bright light. I got this umbrella lighting in here, but listen how quick it fires. As soon as you hit that button, it's very clicky. Like, it's instantly firing. You know what I mean? So, and also what's going to determine whether you want to use nic salts or regular nicotine, which I started off with 18 milligram nicotine with this stuff right here. I was going to show people. I don't know what I do with that. I found these at a tobacco shop. So this is kind of like a local juice that make in our city. It's called Unicorn Magic. Yes, some juices smell good, but that doesn't mean it's going to taste good. So this stuff tastes like no. And this is 8. I think this is, yeah. This is 3 milligram, and this one is the other one. I can't remember. I just had these sitting here for no reason. This isn't all my stuff. It's just my preferred juices and stuff I'm doing giveaways on. So, but like this one is 18 milligrams of nicotine. So I mean, you'll have to work out what nicotines you want at first. Like if you tell me what kind of what level of nicotine you might want to try, I might be able to throw that in there too. But if you're just gonna go out and buy something, I suggest the Asia Solo. Or if you like the tank, just because the tank performs so well, there is a kit that comes with this tank. It's called the UL Twisted, I do believe. And it is a tube mod. It's a little longer, but it's a tube mod. And it comes with, the cap comes off, it's a single 18650. And it does have a little tiny OLED screen on the bottom of it with bypass mode and a few others. But you're going to get way more options on here. You got puff counters, your coil rating, your amps, your volts. Then you can just hold these buttons down at once, put it in stealth mode, and still fire. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. I mean, if you want me to get more in depth with the menu, I will. But this is what I would tell you to get right here. I use it as my expert, or you know what I mean, vape. You know what I mean? Because I do my vape tricks with this because it produces so much vapor that, like, here's my Falcon. Like, here's the Drag 2, 117 watt box mod. I'll turn it on with the Falcon tank, and you tell me what you think, like, vapor production wise, and also, like, I don't know how to really explain it. Like, all right, here's at 70 watts. We're 30 watts higher. There's 70 watts, and I'm just gonna. Like, at 30 more watts, you're not getting any more vapor, any more flavor, anything. But this is a dual battery mod. This is a dual 18650s. And considering this is a single 18650, if you hold them next to each other, they don't look that much different. But if you watch how I hold this, like, look at my hand. It's like sharp corners digging me. I do have an extra one of these I'm giving away. A couple extra of these I'm giving away. And a bunch of extra Falcon tanks. I kept all the black and gray ones because they match my black and gray mod, which is like 1, 2, 3 of them. Horizon Tech sent me a huge box of them, but that's the only people that's ever sent me anything was Horizon Tech and UL. But Yeah, I mean that's what I recommend. Definitely is this Aegis Solo with the Nunchuck by UL tank, and it comes with a little, comes with a spare glass, spare parts, all of this. This comes with an extra USB port. This isn't for charging it. You can charge your mod with this, but I would just leave it alone and keep, instead of unplugging it, plugging it back in, because you're going to lose your watertight seal. You know what I mean? So it's for firmware upgrades. You're not supposed to charge your mod and within, you know what I mean? It's an upfront investment buying something better. But if you walk in and buy just like a little cheap little vape pen or something like that, you're not going to be satisfied with it, because then you're going to be like, all right, I'm at the next stage of vaping. You want something like this where you can start out with the little stuff and work your way up to the big boy stuff. And this mod will last you forever as long as you take care of it. I mean, really, you don't have to take care of it. I mean, as long as you don't do something crazy. But people drive them over with cars, drop them off buildings. This thing, watch up YouTube videos. The Aegis, Aegis, Aegis Solo. Here, that's backwards. I'm sorry. I apologize. The Aegis Solo, and just look at the testing they do on them, because they're basically indestructible. Like to the most part, they'll dunk it in a big tank of water, pull it out, and vape. I mean, it's meant to for like vapors that are rough on their mods or do construction or anything like that. But the fact that I don't do none of that, I just work and like office type stuff and from home and stuff like that. But knowing that I have a dust-proof, shot-proof, waterproof mod, if I close up this airflow ring right here and put this cap on, if I happen to drop it in water, yeah, there might get a little seepage of water in the tank, but the mod itself will be perfectly fine. You just blow the water out and you're back to vaping. So I mean, it's no big deal. But once you move up to the serious vaping, like the coils that come with the Nunchuck will be fine at first, but you're definitely going to want to invest in some. They're UN2 meshed H coils. They're 2 ohm. The other one's 0.25 ohm, but this is 0.2 ohm. And literally, I'll show you what it looks like. I had it right here just a second ago. Did I just drop it off? It's a plug and pull, so you don't have to screw the coils in or anything like that. But that's how tiny the coil is. You just push this in the chimney or in the base. That's where it makes contact. It's gold plated there, and on the base of the tank itself, the atomizer. You just put it down in there, then just screw it together. And I've never had no leaks, no any problems with this. And it does, the only fallback on it. It has one kidney slot for filling, but unless you're plugging up the hole or anything like that, plenty of air is going to escape. So I mean, I hope that answered the question for you. But I mean, yeah, this is where I'd go this route all the way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just what I use. That's why I'm sitting here vaping on this whole entire time while I'm talking to you guys, answering questions and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's all up to you on which one to start with. Every vape shop's going to be different that you go to, or whatever. Just don't order offline if you're just a beginner. Go talk to a reputable store and someone that knows what they're talking about. Don't let them upsell you. You look around YouTube, see what you're wanting, see what you know what I mean, see what stage you're at, and I mean you'll pretty much find out like how the game works. You know what I mean, just please don't walk in a tobacco outlet store and spend an outrageous amount of money on a smoke product or something like that, because it's just insane. You're gonna have a lot of problems. The tanks are hard to deal with because not knocking smoke at all. Because I had an E-Priv that, I mean, I liked it a lot. It was sturdy. I even put a screen protector on it. Like, I get all my mods I have from my cousin at the cell phone store. I get what you can call it. So it's like that wipe-on screen protector, the glass screen protector. Like, all glass has if you look under the microscope, has grooves in it. You know what I mean? So it makes it a 9/8 hardness. So I scratch with a knife. I don't have one scratch on this entire screen. I can just do whatever with it. But I mean, it's just, if you want to get different watts, just hold it. It does go all the way up to 100. To hit it again, it does round robin. So I'll put it on 40. I'll put it back on 40 watts. And let's have a vape. For a 40 watt vape, this is insane. Let's try 20 watts. With at 20 watts, the vape should last you all day in battery in a tank of juice. Yeah, I would say 20 watts would be perfect for a beginner. You know what I mean? Maybe a 12 milligram nicotine or something like that. You get that head rush. You get that good feeling you get from cigarettes. But yeah, that's my answer for you. I don't know if you're still watching or not, but I hope I answered that question for you correctly. Sorry I went so in depth into it. I could have offered and told you a bunch of these different mods here. You know what I mean? The only mods I have sitting here is stuff I use personally at this office here. I have an actual studio that's being built right now at the moment. I bought a 20 by 20 live-in, like, you know them little small homes? I bought a 20 by 20 insulated, like, shed type deal. And it's getting all done up, like, perfectly with soundproofing, all that stuff. All my advertisement, like, stuff like this is in back there. I already put soundproofing on the walls here. But, you know what I mean? Once I get my Sony camera back, I got another whole PC, a bunch of monitors and stuff. I've spent a lot of money bringing YouTube content. I did have a channel that had 40s. I've had a bunch of different YouTube channels, but my last vaping channel had over 40-something thousand subscribers, and then YouTube kept getting on. People kept flagging my videos and stuff, and just trolling me. People that were trolling me, and then I wasn't putting up warnings and stuff like that. So the channel got taken down. So I just kind of moved to this channel. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, my YouTube lawyer should have been up on it the whole time. You know what I mean? But he didn't do his job. So I'm currently looking for a new YouTube lawyer. It's not like a lawyer you get for if you get in trouble or anything, but it's like just someone you pay a monthly fee to kind of keep on up to date on YouTube policies, because they're constantly changing on what we can do. Like, we used to be able to post links down below on places to get things at a good price or discount codes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But they don't allow us to do that anymore. We could say it. I could tell you where to get it, but I can't. I can say it all I want, but like, you see a lot of the bigger YouTubers are like, no, so they can't put it down there. I mean, but I can say it as much as I want. So people usually tell you, give you a code, discount code, which I do occasionally have discount codes. But right at this moment, I'm in the process of opening up my own web store, and I'm gonna and at wholesale prices, I'm gonna try. I'm not really in the whole. I make plenty of money doing what I do, so that's not my goal. My goal is to bring people the best stuff for as cheap as possible, to get them to quit smoking. That's my main goal, is not your guys' money. That's why you don't see a Patreon account down below. That's why you don't see me ask for any money or anything like that. It's strictly me trying to help out the community. If you look at all my past videos, yeah, you don't see a lot of vape videos. I deleted over 400 videos just to stay in compliance with YouTube policies, you know what I mean? Because they're trying to get me for artificial traffic spam. Just have the word giveaway in the title or something. So I'm always giving away stuff. So depending on what people need or whoever wins, I give them a choice on what they want. I'll go out and personally buy it, the colors they want if I don't have it. You know what I mean? I try to work with people the best I can. I mean, you can ask anybody that knows me that's been on this channel for a while. You know what I mean? I'm completely 100% legit with it. I really don't. I don't lie to people. You know what I mean? I gave away over $40,000 worth of PlayStation cards to gamers. You know what I mean? In just a few short months. So, I mean, giving back to the community is not a big part for me. I mean, if you can afford it, why not give back? You know what I mean? The whole goal here is to get people to get off the icky stickies. You know what I mean? I seen what it did to me. I smoked for 10 years, and now that, I mean, I've been smoke free for a very long time now. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just here to talk to you guys and get your guys' point of view on vaping and stuff. So. I'll just go ahead and wait for. But please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below for the Age of Solo. What color you might like, color combination, and tank color. Just watch the Age of Solo, the setup for beginners video, and once you watch that, you just leave a comment down below the color combination you like, and then follow my social media. Both links are down below. And I do the giveaways on my social media. That way YouTube don't freak out. And then I'll mail it out within a day or two. And then you'll be vaping in no time. So I mean, if you're worried about affordable, I mean, the best thing you can do is win one. I mean, I might just be feeling nice. I'm like, look, since you're looking for something affordable, I'll send you something nice. You know what I mean? A nice little care package, maybe the juice and a little starter kit. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So it just all depends. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I'm gonna sit here and just relax and vape until some more people have some more questions. I don't know why I keep putting my cap on when I want to vape. I know I'm not going to sit here and vape at 30 watts, I'll tell you that. I put it at 50. So I want me some clouds. I don't know how many times I'm going to hit this. I forgot I put 6 milligram nicotine in here. Woo! But this juice is so good. It like literally builds up in the back of your throat, but not like the actual juice itself, but the flavoring does. So, and if you're wondering what juice I'm vaping on now, it says Country Clouds. If you can see, they've really upped their game. See, I was getting bottles like this, a 60 mil. I don't know if you can see it, but my one of the shops I work with sends me vape mail via grandmother. They'll call her up and say, hey, I got some stuff I want you to check out. So here's the new Country Clouds, 100 ml bottles they switched to. And you're talking about steep. Look at the original, how their steep process. And look at this one compared next to it. That is fully ready to vape. This takes weeks and months to do to your juice. Do you want to wait that long to vape? No. This is going to be more, if the flavor isn't good for steeping it, it's just going to make that same flavor stand out more. And if it's bad juice to begin with, it's going to be bad juice to steep. So if you find something you really like I do right here, it's in almost all my tanks, all my squonks, everything like that. So the fact that this one steeps so well, it's so much sweeter than this one is, even though this one's really sweet. But look at the color. I mean, without my glass on, it almost looks like blood. But it's nice and thick. You can tell it ain't separate. When you get clear liquids, they're usually a fruity flavors or candy flavors. Yeah, you can steep them. Like, for instance, this right here. This is one of my favorites. It's made by Air Factory. It's a mystery airhead. And like, yeah, you can get them to steep, but it's not going to be as dark as most. Like, you see how I got it steeped to like a yellowish color. It was clear when I got it. I've used about, I don't know, half of it, about 50 mLs of it. So I'm not a big sweet person. I'm more of a dessert flavor guy. But I've literally spent so much money on trusting people like, hey, what's the best? All right, I will recommend a few of these. The fried cream cake, which is a deep fried Twinkie. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's got kind of a oily, like you can tell, deep fried taste to it. But if you're more of like the sweet, here's my absolute favorite juice of all time. Like, it's hard to find. It's called Yummy Vapor Taruto. It's like some kind of Italian dessert. But dude, the sweet, it's sweet. It tastes like creme brulee or something like that. And it comes in a Chubby Gorilla bottle. I'll show you. I've been savoring on this. So the cornbread pudding is my absolute favorite, but it comes in this little little 100 ml bottle. It's a little Chubby Gorilla bottle. You see their gorilla on there. I mean, this stuff's really good. I don't know how much I have of that, but you can see it in the camera. It's not much. I have about, I don't know, I'd say about 40 mLs left of that. So I only know one place that sells it, and that's all the way in the major city that I moved out of. It's about a 40-mile drive for me. But I got to pick this up when I can, so I go through that quite a bit. But here's an interesting one I want people to try. If you never get a chance to try this, if you like fruity flavors and like tropical flavors and stuff like that, this Betty Pinup, like, I don't see how, I mean, yeah, that could be attractive to kids, but more along the adults. Betty Page, oh yeah. And the smell of this is just, oh my God, mouth-watering. But I'm not too much of a fruity candy type person. Like, My desserts are always sweet and stuff. So, and I'm on a strict diet, nutrition, and exercise program, and I'm always taking care of myself health wise. So, if I'm feeling hungry or anything like that, I just take me a little, quick little vape. Tastes like I just ate some cornbread pudding. Put it down. Get my little nicotine in me, and feels like I just ate a fresh cupcake. I got the sweet taste in my mouth. I mean, it's just wonderful. But wish more people were on here to kind of talk to. I mean, there's zero people watching, but once my fan base grows and stuff, I'll be able to chat with you guys more. But I'm doing the best I can to bring you guys the best content. Like I said, I went out and bought umbrella lighting, all this stuff. I'm making this studio as best I can, the best I can, for just a temporary setup until my main studio is ready. But I've done a fantastic job, if you ask me. I mean, there's no slacking here when it comes to the money department that I've spent on stuff for people to get good content from me. You know what I mean? So I'll sit here for a little while longer. If nobody joins the live stream, and I'll end it. But I'm a patient person, so I'm just here and relax and talk to you. But that really got to me. What's the best affordable vape to start with? Any affordable starter vapes? I'm gonna answer that for everybody. Usually, like for instance, the UL tube mod that comes with this, it's like $80 or $90. Yeah, it's a good mod. Yes, it's a tube mod. That's what most people are going to start you out on, is like a pin or tube mod style type. But these are made for a reason. I mean, it's small, compact. I could literally almost hide this in my hand. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's not big at all. It's very tiny. Just see me hold it. It's like as big as my finger. You know what I mean? Like, it's not big at all. And it packs a punch. Let me tell you that. It packs a punch. It goes up to 100 watts. Don't get infatuated with all this. Oh, it gets up to 300 watts. You won't see anybody vaping that regularly at 300 watts unless you're in a cloud competition. They got some huge monstrous tank on there, like a huge crazy build, really low. Usually, then you're reaching in the mech mods and stuff like that, and hybrid connections and stuff like that beginners don't need to even be doing. And then once you start working up from this, you can even throw an RDA on here. This kit, you can also buy the Asia Solo with the Cerberus tank, the box mod itself, and get your own tank like I did. I have like 4 or 5 of these I use at home. I have 2 of the iridescent ones, 2 of the stealth ones, which is all black with the red stitching, and an orange one. And I got orange O-rings for the Nunchaku tank. It matches, but the orange one was a gift from my brother to quit smoking. He quit smoking, used it, and then ended up stopped vaping too. He only stopped vaping because he bought into all that where's my jewel and all that stuff, like being addicted to him and stuff like that. So he felt kind of odd, like he was getting addicted to something else. But I'm not gonna get into all that. Yes, nicotine is an addictive chemical, but so is the other 995 ingredients in a cigarette. You know what I mean? So it's like the whole problem with smoking cigarettes is the combustible part of it. You know what I mean? If you're not like breathing in actual smoke, it's like standing over a burning pile of leaves or throwing a bunch of plastic pop bottles in a fire, sitting there breathing the smoke. Your whole body smells like the smoke after you're at the campfire, and this and this and this. Like this is like an air freshener for the house, but don't linger around. You're breathing in water vapor. It's just there's only 4 ingredients in e-juice, and there's actually 3, and a 4th is optional. VG, which is a vegetable glycerin, PG, which is polyethylene glycol. The other one is natural and artificial flavoring, and the 4th one being nicotine, which is optional. Well, if you're quitting smoking, you're obviously going to want nicotine, but you can always move down or up, or nic salts and get in the higher milligrams and just use a different coil, a higher ohm coil at a lower wattage, and kind of do that mouth to lung thing for a while. And the nic salts are made to be less harsh. If you were to take an 18 milligram of nicotine in this and take a big old rip, the throat burn would be insane on it. You'd get a head rush, but the nic salts are like higher milligram, like 5%, which is 5 milligrams, or you can even get 50 milligrams. You know what I mean? So imagine putting a whole tank, 5 mils of 50 milligram Nick salts in here, putting it on 50 watts and taking a huge rip. I don't know, like, you probably puke, honestly, just to be honest. I have never done it. I've tried Nick salts. I don't like them. The one, because they don't have a huge variety of flavors yet. It's just a new thing. But since we're fighting this FDA ban on flavors, if you notice, please share the hashtag adults like flavors and the hashtag prohibition does not work on the. I'm trying to think of the Instagram name. I deal with Instagram so much, but it's a big movement going on right now to fight up against the FDA and this flavor ban and all this stuff. So, like in the CASA, CASA, I'm saying it all wrong. Anyway, like, do your part. You know what I mean? Like, write your local representatives and stuff. Tell them if they're not pro vaping, you're not voting for them. I mean, that's fine out the only thing that's going to work. So I'm waiting on some people to come on. I give it a few more minutes, and then I'm in this live stream. But at least a couple people popped on with some vape questions. But it's also 5:43 a.m. I literally I was at the shop all day, and doing inventory and doing this and this, and then my son's here. He'll be up in a couple hours. I got to take him to the pool today, so I'll have a busy day later. But I'm gonna try to live stream during the day a little bit more, just for the simple fact that I don't want people to have to be up at 5 a.m. You know what I mean? So just waiting. Like I said, anybody that watches this video, just know I'm here for you guys. Down the line, when I have way more, maybe 20, 30,000 subscribers, I might put a Patreon account on here. But just remember, any money that ever goes to me or to my Patreon or donates to me or anything like that will go right back. Don't send me money if you can't afford it in the Patreon. Just in the future. I don't have it now. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about taking your guys' money, but anything that's ever donated to me or anything like that will go straight into a giveaway situation. You know what I mean? Like, anything I make off my YouTube will go straight back to the community in the way of giveaways or anything along those lines. You know what I mean? So maybe you might donate me $20, and then I'll send around and donate you $100. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just do crazy stuff all the time. You know? And it's not like I'm hurting for money or anything like that. So it's not like I'm desperate or anything. So that's totally not my goal here. My goal is totally to bring more awareness about vaping, the truth about vaping, the knowledge about vaping, and also just all around, just get people off them icky stickies, man. I mean, that's just what I'm all about. So whatever I can do to help, like, every person I get to quit smoking, I feel like I've done something. I feel like I've helped somebody. So with that being said, I mean, what can you ask for? Most YouTubers don't care. You know what I mean? They'll sit there and do this number. This is a nice mod such and such sent me for free. I didn't spend any money for it. You know what I'm saying? Well, if this corner's messed up here, I don't like the placement of this. Oh, it only fits up to a 25 millimeter tank atomizer, RDA, RDTA, whatever. I mean, like, yeah, I can sit there and nitpick items like that because I've been around them this long. I mean, I was back when coil building first started and sub-ohms and all that stuff. Like, it was a lot different. What was that first tank? It started with a V. First sub-ohm tank started with a V something. I had that. I remember that. And dude, the way mesh is where it's at. Like, right now in the sub-ohm tank game, like, I have RDAs, as you can see. I got right here. I got my topside SE squonk. All you gotta do is squeeze this little bottle. It feeds up to the RDA. I'm gonna squonk it a little bit, and then what is that? Nah, my bad. Thought it was juice. And then pop the bad boy on. I think we're at 80 watts right now. And RDA flavor is basically supposedly the best, but with this, I'm getting just as good a flavor off the sub-ohm tank these days as I am the RDA. So. But if you want a squonk, I cannot recommend enough this topside, the topside squonk. Literally, it's the easiest, it's the most innovative squonk mod out there. They do have a dual version. They do have a dual carbon version. You can choose from 3 different colors. I do believe it's blue, green, and white. But you can't really see it. It's more of it's resin and carbon fiber mixed together. I have a custom one coming that I paid for. And they also send you a block of what it's made out of to show you. But I can't wait to showcase mine. I paid a pretty good penny to have them make it just one custom one for me. So I wanted it just to have it because I like to support the Vaping Chronicles, because Brian, the mind behind this, is just so ingenious. Like, look what he has created. This thing's hefty. I mean, the way the squonk works, I mean, it's just absolutely stunning and flawless. Like, it holds 10 mLs. All you do is twist this, pop it up, fill it, and you're good. Or and you want to clean it out, just take this, and the little tube that goes from here to here, from the squonk bottle to the why am I stuttering right now? To the squonk pen. I mean, literally, all you have to do is fill it up with water, hold it screen facing up, and just fill this full of water and just squirt, and you can clean that out. There ain't no problem. Just fit in there so tight, you don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like that. Like, this thing is rattle. There's no rattle, nothing. This thing is one solid mod. Yes, it is a basic screen, but they do offer firmware upgrades for those that want temperature control and all that. But most people, 90% of people, just stay in variable wattage mode or just wattage mode. I mean, you can adjust your power curves, but on this mod here, you can do power curves, temperature control, stainless steel, nickel, titanium, all that stuff. You can has a puff counter. You can reset your puff counter. If you accidentally reset it, you can bring it back. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a good way of keeping track. Like, if it doesn't have a lock on it, like some of these mods now are coming out with fingerprint locks. Don't think it's going to be like an Apple phone and recognize your finger like that. You'll sit there for a good 10 minutes trying to get your finger to read. You know what I mean? Or you might do something, be permanently locked out of your own mod. So, these are 50 to 100, unless you get in them high end mods, and they're DNA chipsets. So that's not for a beginner at all in the least bit. But I mean, long story short, I mean, it's all in the how much you are into vaping and what you're doing. I mean, if you're just starting out, do as much research as you possibly can before doing anything. Figure out what you're looking for, and then, I mean, you'll learn a lot off YouTube if you watch enough videos. I mean, you gotta know what you're looking for. I mean, like, what brand or anything. But if you just type in best vaping starter kit, there's gonna be 1,000,001 people telling you 1,000,000 different things. You know what I mean? Like, the MTL means mouth to lung, where it means like that. Like, you're breathing in it, put it in your mouth, and then I've never smoked a cigarette like this. Like that, never. I always go, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know where that mouth to lung stuff really ever came from. I never smoked like that, but as soon as I got a mouth to lung device, I was like, bro, I'm good. But I did stick with the blue e-cigs. I stopped cigarettes with vaping years and years and years ago. Ever since the dude from Deuces Wild was like, blue e-cigs, and that little blue light at the end of it. I mean, that got me. And then I got into it more. I started going to conventions and stuff like that. I mean, it's just, the vaping community has evolved so much, especially in the past couple years. I mean, now these YouTubers are coming out with their own signature. They're teaming up with, like, different Chinese companies and stuff like that. Like, yeah, most mods are made in China, but you got to think. So is the phone you're sitting there playing on or watching YouTube on. So is 99% everything else. You flip it over even when you're kids. The toys made in China. This is made in China doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? I mean, literally, like, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but you can walk into these certain stores and build your own iPhone from scratch. Like, yeah, it's expensive and yeah, it's crazy. But there's a YouTuber I watched going into this market and they do crazy stuff. So I mean the machining and stuff done there. Like, I've designed some pretty good stuff and I've made a few mods myself. You know what I mean, out of certain different types of things. You know what I mean, like I've CNC'd uh, and machined a couple aluminum mods, but like I never really put like batteries and chips or anything in them. Nothing, just to start them. But yeah, I kind of modeled it off a few other mods, but I will eventually design something to work with a company and come out with a product. I will eventually do that. That's a goal of mine. So something I can call my own. I don't know if it's gonna be a tank, a mod, or I don't know what it might be, but the sky's the limit when it comes to me. When I get into something, I go head first. I don't stop. I do whatever it takes to make it to the top. So I don't, you know what I mean? I don't play around at all. So any information from me, if I don't know the answer to something, I'm not going to give you some crappy answer and give you false information. If I don't know, I'll just try to tell you, like, you might want to look it up or YouTube it or something, or ask someone else or another YouTuber or a vape shop employee or something if I don't know. Most likely I will know it, but I'll tell you a few things I can tell you about this. Just because you got a protruding 510 coming out of the bottom of this tank does not mean throw it on a hybrid mech mod. You know what I mean? You don't want to get throwing this little nunchucky on a mech mod, hitting it with 4 something volts and like mech mods. I'm not even getting mech mods. I don't even want to start talking about mech mods until I get more experienced vapors on here because someone's going to go out and buy a mech mod and do something crazy and then blame it on me. So I'm not even going to mention mech mods. Just forget I even said anything about mech 2 mods or anything like that. Once you get into it for a few years, something like that, you're feeling like you can work your way up to it. That's more than fine. But I only own 1 mech mod. But tons of them came through my hands, but it's from Russia. It's called Twisted something. It's just awesome. I've had the Foosh. I've had a few others. The one where you just do this number and change the lights on it. I just thought that was a waste of battery. But the biggest complaint about this Aegis Solo, which is my baby, that's what I take it out with me. I when I'm at the shop, when I'm doing anything, this is what I have on me. Yes, I'll take this little carrying case. Always get a battery safety, little carrying case. As you see right there, it says Solo 1, Solo 2, Solo 3. When you get batteries, marry your batteries. Say you buy a set of batteries together for this mod here. The dual 18650. Use them together, charge them together, vape with them together, marry them. So they should have a similar light. You know what I mean? If they're both brand new batteries, they're not knockoffs or nothing. You put them on your charger. It will tell you the voltage if it's true. There's ways to tell knockoff batteries. But most shops ain't gonna show you a knockoff battery. But I use Sony VTC 5As. They're known as among the top best performing 18650s out there. And if you can tell the difference, this is a 21700. I rewrap it myself, which getting into that saves even more money. But there's a 21700. You can tell by the thickness of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot bigger. They wanted this battery to go in this mod. And if that would have happened, look at the size difference here. Like, there we go. No. There we go. It would have been that much taller. Plus, it'd have to fit. Plus, round thickness-wise, it'd have to fit. Then you'd have basically an Aegis Legend in your hand. Might as well put a dual 18650 in there. So there's a reason why this is an 18650 and not a 21700. Like, I think what it is some YouTubers are like, give their review. People will, most Chinese manufacturers will listen and they'll get feedback like, "Thanks for the advice. We listened to you." The fact that they didn't listen to no one, did this on their own, made it 18650, isn't a big deal to me. My goal was to find, all right, since they made 18650, I like the mod. I know it performs. Every shop I go to, they're either using the mini or this, but then the chuck shoot tank. Just mostly because I got them hit to it, and also because it works just that great. And I mean, no complaints. You know what I mean? So this, if I'm just chain vaping like this all day long, it'll last me 6-7 hours on a battery and a couple tanks of juice. But if you're just at regular vaping, you shouldn't have any problems. But I'm gonna turn my vape off now. I'm pretty much vaped out. I've been like chain vaping for the last like 4 hours doing videos, and it's driving me pretty nuts. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep this video on my YouTube or not. I mean, there ain't nobody watching. So I think I'm gonna end it here, but I will be live later. I just wanted to be live just for the simple fact that I wanted to bring you guys good content. I mean, even though I'm talking to myself, I'm just sitting there trying to. I'm gonna actually make sure I fix my microphone issue. So I'm gonna look at something real quick. So it says I'm live. It says one's watching. So I think I might end it here, but I will be live later. If someone is, no one's watching. Just, be live just for the simple fact that. So I did fix that issue. I would have been live like hours ago, but I've been doing a lot of computer work and stuff to get this back. I don't know what I did or how I did it, but I'm running an Elgato capture card through a PlayStation hooked up. I got literally a $300 power strip that's this long, literally this long, with LED screen on, LCD display on it. It's got 5 USB ports on it. I got like tons of wires plugged in. I got my umbrella lighting plugged in across the wall. It's just a big old wiring mess. So my best friend and my cousin are going to come over here and wire this place up for me and put some extra outlets in and stuff like that. But anything important wise, I plug into the surge protector. I've never had a problem. And also the HDMI splitters. If you're going to plan on doing this yourself, the HDMI splitters, it turns one HDMI into 6 or 7 or 8. That's a 10 HDMI splitter. Yeah, it can be pricey, but getting into streaming and YouTube, bringing YouTube, don't ever forget how much money people put into it just to try to bring you content. So anytime you can, just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's not going to hurt you. I mean, if it's blowing you up constantly and driving you nuts and you don't like the person at all or content or anything, you don't have to subscribe to them. But I mean, if you come across here and want good information, I do giveaways. I do anything anybody asks me. If you request a video on something, I'll do it. If I don't have the product, I'll go wherever I got to go, spend out of pocket, buy it, and do a review on it, just to see if you'll like it or not. Give me my honest opinion, and then I'll keep it, or just send it to you if you really like it. I mean, I'll go buy another one and send it to you. So it just all depends on the situation, but I'm glad I got to talk. At least a couple people stopped by on this one with the live stream. I know what time it is now. People's getting up for work. It's 6 a.m. now, so I'm gonna stop this live stream now. So just leave a comment below if you have any questions or anything. If I'm up, I'll just pop on, get on live stream, and we can talk and chat. And other than that, just get off them icky stickies, man. Get you a nice vaporizer. I mean, any vaporizer is better than no vaporizer, so I can't knock that at all. But I mean, just keep up on my videos and stuff. Most of my videos I make so far, sorry for them being so long. I feel like I got to cram a bunch of information. Yes, I can do a 10-minute long video with a good little camera setup, zoomed in, pop it in real quick. But I like to explain stuff more. So, like a lot of videos that I watch, I'm like, man, I wish you would have said this, or man, I wish you would have said that. So I try to cover every little nitpicky thing that a question someone might ask you. I mean, so yes, with the camera setup I have now and the tripod setup I have now, plus now I have this that my son got for me for Father's Day. It's a camera holder. I mean, you just clip it on, and I can put the camera on this anyway and set it anyway and get a good angle on it. I haven't used it yet, but I really appreciate him getting me that for Father's Day. my birthday was on Father's Day, so but right now I'm using a Manfrotto $200 tripod that goes up to 7 foot tall, which I'm only using it to sit on my desk, but it does have a cool little handle on it where you can adjust it, tilt it, move it around. So I mean, I try to do the best I can, but just like I said, please like, please subscribe, hit that like button, and for those of the beginners that want to know, watch the Aegis Solo matchup video, perfect setup for beginners. Gave a lot of information in that video. Yes, it's a little long, but you'll learn a lot and you'll see why this right here is perfect for beginners. So I'm focusing on the beginners at first, but I'm gonna get into more intermediate and veteran vapors and stuff like that as I go on. But I'll still cater to the beginners because them are the most important. Them are the people we want in our industry. Them are the people we want off cigarettes. We want them vaping. So with that being said, this is Tap Vapes. Remember, I really do care. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow my social medias, and who knows, you might pop up some luck and get you a nice vape setup. So with that being said, this is Tap Vapes. I'm gonna take one more rip off my little vapor roozy. We're gonna end it here, and I will see you all soon. So expect another live stream very shortly. Thank you, and God bless.